everybody, this is Samantha Gates from Scribe Software, and I'm here today to give you a summary about how to build Scribe connectors. So we've got tons of video posts about the various components that you need, but I want to just actually give you the summary overview. This is a fairly straightforward process. There's three main things that you're going to do. The first thing is you're going to build a connector. The second thing is you're going to think about how that's going to work in an integration scenario. And the third is that you're going to have some marketing collateral so that you can launch your product. In the connector development space, there's four main things: connection authentication, metadata, queries, and operations. We cover this in some detail in our CDK with the fast connector framework, with our API assessment, and also with the various other connector outlaw videos that we have out on YouTube. For integration itself, here at Scribe, we refer to different components in different ways, so I just want to summarize those for you. We have the connector itself, which we've been talking about already. We have the solution, which is the actual mapping of the fields and the determination of business logic and which data elements you're going to move from which place to another. And then we have solution packs, and those are things that Scribe builds to help customers know how to take application A and move data to application B in a very predefined way. When you're thinking about integration, you can think about it in all three of these ways. And depending on how you expect your customers to use the integration will depend on what you actually need to build. So we know that you need a connector to do anything, so we've got that covered. But what are the use cases that you have in mind for your customers, and how do you expect them to move data from your application in and out of other applications? That's where you need to think a little bit more about the solutions and the solution packs. If you decide to pursue either one of those, it's totally optional. We have seen some folks solve those problems with pre-built solutions within Scribe. We've also seen others take websites, create websites, and then use those to create a custom integration and allow people to do field mapping on the fly through a web GUI. So there's really a lot of different ways that this can be approached and can be handled, and you should do whatever is going to work well for your firm. One thing that we see over and over again is that ease of use speeds adoption. So if you introduce something to the market that's difficult to use, maybe harder for people to come up to speed and understand how to use your product. If you make it simple to use, then their ability to move forward at a more rapid pace is more likely to take place. We also recommend that you start in a simple way and expand to complexity. So if you want to start out by having data migration move for a couple of entities, maybe not all entities, that's a great way to introduce something to the market. See what else customers need. The feedback will come back around to you. They'll let you know what they need in order to drive their integration solution forward. Then you can make decisions about how you're going to expand into more complex spaces. On the marketing side, there's really a few simple things to take care of here. And some of the technical folks get involved with this, but most often it's marketing folks from your own company. On the technical side, the connector needs to get uploaded to Scribe's marketplace. We have information on how to do that through our GitLab video, where Josh walks you through how to get an account and how to move the connector right up into the marketplace. We recommend that you prepare a landing page and the marketing collateral that you need for that, as well as a technical data sheet. And those two things will appear on the same page within the scribesoft.com web space. Generally speaking, you can see this by looking at our connectivity page and drilling down onto a specific connector. Then, of course, the other things that you want to be thinking about from a marketing perspective are how are you going to introduce this to your customer base, and is your sales team ready? Maybe they need a little bit of training. Maybe they need to see a small demo so they can see how beneficial it will be for customers to be able to move data from here to there and back again. But things like that are the types of things that will help to create a successful launch for your product. So again, if you have any questions about our SaaS Partner Program, here's the URL, and on behalf of Scribe Software, thank you.